Hey guys, TreeSquire here, and today I'm going to look at the options and performance of the early access game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So let's start with the options. At the moment there are only 3 different categories, first of which is graphics. Here you can choose your language, change the screen mode to windowed, borderless or full screen. You can also adjust the resolution and screen brightness. There are 5 different presets in the game, which are very low, medium, high and ultra. These presets can be individually customized, where you can change the anti-aliasing, post-processing, shadows, textures, effects, foliage, view distance and motion blur, which is mercifully defaulted to off. Lastly, there is an option above these to change your screen scale. Onto controls, here you can invert the mouse, change the general, driver and targeting sensitivity. You can also change the individual look sensitivity for each level of zoom with the various scopes. The rest of the items in this category are just the key bindings. Lastly, in sound options you can adjust the master, effects, UI and BGM volumes and change the settings for your voice control. Onto the performance, the game is a bit of a mixed bag at the moment, with massively fluctuating frame rate based on your location on the map. In the less built up areas with the ultra preset and the resolution set to 1440p, it runs surprisingly well, averaging around 60 FPS with jumps into the 70s and dips into the 50s. If you turn down the preset to high, the frame rate will increase to an average of 70 to 80 FPS with dips into the 60s. Bumping the resolution up to 4K and the anti-aliasing to low, you're going to get a fairly steady 30 to 40 FPS. Even if you drop the settings to high or medium, you're not going to get close to a consistent 60 FPS, and it will sit around 40 to 50. Now, when you get to some of the more built up areas, the frame rate will take a bit of a nosedive and drops into the 30s at 1440p ultra settings. Even if you turn down the settings to high, you will still experience massive frame drops in areas with a lot of buildings and also when driving. Hopefully we'll soon start to see some performance improvements as the game continues to get patched throughout its life in early access. As for the game itself, if you played things like Arma 3's Battle Royale mod, you'll know what to expect. It's essentially an online-only King of the Hills survival shooter. In the game, you start off in a dropship with up to 100 other players. You jump out of the plane and head to wherever you desire on the map, go to the nearest building to find loot, which includes clothes, weapons and utilities like energy drinks. You then try to stay alive as the combat zone continues to shrink, forcing the remaining players to get closer and closer to each other until there is one left standing. The more you play, the more you build up points, which can be used to customize your character's appearance through rewards and loot crates. It's a pretty solid game so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it progresses throughout its life on early access. And that's it from me. If you like this video, please let me know with a like and subscribe, or a dislike if you thought it was rubbish. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.